Hey guys, Jules here for WhatCulture.com, back with another episode of the most insane things happening in wrestling right now. The show that does exactly what it says on the tin in the most annoying way possible. You are very, very welcome. Now, before we kick off this show, as it is the week of mandatory expressions of love, I just wanted to share something with you today. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, as do the rest of the team here at WhatCulture. It does honestly mean a lot as we creep ever closer to the grave to know that we're doing at least partially something right. So yeah, from the bottom of my horrible, probably clogged and black heart, I love you as much as I can legally allow to do. Anyway, let's crack on with the show and hit this intro. One of the most heartwarming things about wrestling is that it's a passion that just unites people from all walks of life, from postman to Yada. It's surprising how watching wrestlers beat the absolute meat off each other can bring us all together. Therefore, it's both surprising and also weirdly not at all shocking to learn that Mick Foley, aka Phil's dad, is now mates with Sheffield United player Billy Sharp and is coming over from America to attend one of their matches. Now, the best thing is how this began, because after scoring a goal, Sharp pulled out his own version of Mr. Socko and began choking his teammate with the mandible claw. It was utterly bizarre to see this move in an English football stadium, but fans lapped this up as much as Foley did himself. So now the dude love himself is sliding from Sharp's DMs into his own private box in a friendship that's almost as bizarre as the Rock and Sock connection. But what would theirs be? The Sock and the Sharp? Garters and goals? Backflips and hat tricks? Well, Mick Foley never did a backflip, so that's out. Either way, that's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, isn't that nice?
Disgusting. Sunday was a very weird night for the glorious peacock of a man that is Corey Graves, as he made an absolute cock of himself on Twitter as the weekend drew to a close. For reasons that will only be known to Graves, his tattoos that make him look like a manky desk at school that everyone used to carve their names into, and his stylist, which I can only imagine is needed around the clock to put nails into his hair to keep it upright, he launched into a tirade against David Bixenspan, as well as his own fans, who he quite succinctly told to go, what was it? Oh yeah, go f themselves. Classy. Now, Bix took quite a fair bit of heat here, mainly for his appearance and his supposedly rotten track record. But the thing is that Bixenspan himself is a bit of a Twitter brute with his put-downs and responses, but at the same time, questioning his back catalogue is akin to digging your own grave, something clearly that Corey has some passion for. The deadspin pieces that Bixenspan pens are hugely insightful reads into the history of professional wrestling, and he is an emerging voice in the discourse, so to attack him as hard as Corey wants to go in on Mandy's Rose was a strange move indeed. Now, since this spat, Graves has yet to provide anything amounting to evidence on his critique of Bixenspan's reporting inaccuracies, so no idea if this is going to be the last that we'll see of it, but I'll keep you updated. Okay, so let this be known. Part of the fun of wrestling is realizing when you're being worked as much as it is completely buying into the fantasy. However, I cannot tell you, hand on heart, whether or not Dean Ambrose this storyline of him leaving is a shoot or a work. Everyone's got their own theories on what's going to happen, and it's not helped by the fact that he's been booked so inconsistently in the lead up to his departure. Like, I get that if you're leaving, right, and the company that you're with is going to make you look like a bit of a chode, but all that's doing is serving to remind people that Vince might actually be scared of AEW if it just snaps up stars like Ambrose in the future. So maybe that's why he's fed him a spoonful of win against Vector Man from the Mega Drive. Sorry, I mean EC3, they look the same. Yet the weirdest thing is the supposed intergender match that was going to happen between the Lunatic Fringe and the ultimate cringe that is Nia Jax. Now, I say supposed because when WWE's boss Mattel got on the phone and complained about it, they dropped it quick sharp. Then they turned him babyface, or at least he turned himself babyface by apparently going off script in a promo against Seth Rollins, in which he told him to slay the beast. So my current theory is now that he's a mole that's going to go to AEW and feed WWE information, and any line of thinking like that requires a tinfoil hat, right? So Dean winning clean against EC3 only to get dumpster fire Nia getting nicked before he hits the bricks. Are you having a giraffe? God damn, I'm proud of these ones.
Hey guys, are you having a giraffe?
Now we come to a segment that has pissed people off so much that it stands up there as one of the biggest heat draw moments of this year. And no, it's not another working stiff segment, that's dead and buried, don't worry, but it's Becky apologising. Now, as it stands, the WWE really wanted to hammer home that Becky was their Stone Cold, the attitude, the knee brace, hell, she even used some of his terminology. Yet instead of it leading to her kick-starting the women's attitude era, it seems to have been a path for Vince to put his chosen blonde at the front and centre again, while also getting something that he never got off of Stone Cold: an apology. After forcing Becky to grovel and say that she's sorry, sir, can I have some of that WrestleMania pie, sir? Vince strode down to the ring and said, yeah, thanks for that. No, you're still suspended for your bad attitude. Oh, the on-the-nose terminology hurts, doesn't it? Get it? Bad attitude, suspended, attitude era. Oh, Vince, you siren-sounding truck on the mental highway. Run me over, mate. So now we have Charlotte in the main event again. Lord knows her stepping away from the spotlight didn't do anything to help her fake tan fade, so... But what does she care? She's the queen and now a mega heel going up against Ronda, so I guess it works in that respect. However, with Becky, we're gonna need that payoff soon, Vince, because even though her hair will suggest otherwise, her heat ain't gonna burn on forever. And don't give us her versus Steph, for the love of God, please. Your children are not equal to these performers. We know you're proud of them, but please, no. Right, so this next segment is a bit odd, because originally I was going to talk about Panama Sunrisers and how that's basically the WWE just allowing a pile driver back in there and being hypocritical, but something really weird happened last night. Something really weird in the shape of Tama Tonga. He decided for some reason that he'd come and interrupt one of Simon's Y videos.
Yeah, he's starting to make a habit of doing this and I don't quite get it.
Like, I don't understand what
we had a Y video. It was called "Why the Bullet Club is Still Not Fine."
Yeah.
And he kind of somehow took over the video, and then we were having a premiere last night, and he showed up in the premiere chat just to talk shit about us.
My God, what a weird man.
Okay, WhatCulture. Well, y'all steady talking shit, huh? Y'all pissing me off. I'm gonna fly to England and I'm gonna slap each and every one of y'all's bitch asses. You keep talking this shit.
So he went on and on and on about why the Bullet Club is fine, about that they had this big grand master plan about how they were gonna get it to this point, even though like all the elite guys left and things, and obviously it's
all the good ones.
With him. Yeah, all of the good ones
are
gone, and they just left them with Tama Tonga.
Who else was gonna fit so perfectly into Bullet Club? Who else but me was gonna fill the role that needed to be filled?
I mean, who does that? I mean, seriously, what he did was basically hijack our product to shift tickets to what is effectively a glorified barbecue that him and his mates are running. I mean, who does that? Who wastes other people's time to sell their discount crappy merch? Ooh. But I tell you what, if he was here, right now, I'd slap him so hard that the grey would fly off his face and he'd look like a regular human again. Hello? That is very unprofessional. We're filming.
Wait. Okay. It's Tama Tonga.
Oh, is it Billy Tama Tonga? Oh, hello, Tama Tonga. Yeah, you taking time out of your busy schedule being a discount Aquaman, you poodle-head freak? Yep. Yep. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, it actually is Tama Tonga. Yeah, okay, and he wants to speak to us on speakerphone. Hey, Tama.
You know what's insane?
Oh.
I'll tell you what's insane. Tama Tonga coming onto this just to tell y'all, I seen a picture on Twitter of Jules and his girlfriend's beaver. That hairy beaver looks a lot better than that bald pussy sitting next to it.
Oh, Tama.
And you, Phil, you chopstick-looking hoe-ass monkey. You two soy boys, you guys ain't invited to the block party. Kiss my ass.
Come on. Oh, he's hanging up. Well, that's not exactly great, is it? I mean, a bit harsh as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm quite chopsticky soy boy.
Yeah, and I am a bold pussy, but I own that. Oh, don't cry, mate, don't cry. Oh, God, mate, it's all right. I tell you what, Phil, I've had enough of this. I'm not going to let this man bully us. We're two grown men who talk about wrestling for a living. We're going to join the Bullet Club.